Welcome to Advanced Health Clinic. My name is Martha Bray. I'm a holistic family nurse practitioner, and I want to give you a little bit of information about what your first visit here at the clinic is going to be like. First of all, I want to tell you a little bit about our philosophy. Where there is an open mind and a willing heart, there is a path to healing. And this is the basis of everything that we do here at the clinic. Everything I do is based on the Chinese model of medicine. In the Chinese model of medicine, it is all about balance. When the body gets out of balance, then it starts to give us subtle messages. Sometimes little messages, some little pain, some little ache, some little pain. And the important thing to realize is that we need to pay attention to these little messages from our body. One of my favorite quotes from an unknown author is, "If we don't listen to our body's gentle whispers, we must hear its many cries." Frequently, people that show up here at the clinic are in the crying state. Their body is giving them very loud messages that something is out of balance, something is wrong. Now, when you think about balance, you think about if everything is in balance, then everything just flows, energy flows well, everything just moves along exactly like it should. When things get out of balance, then it starts to lean heavily in one direction. Now the body, for example, is constantly trying to stay in balance. The medical term for this is homeostasis. In homeostasis, for example, with the blood in the body, the pH of the blood, which is the acid-base balance, the pH of the blood has to be 7.2 to 7.4. If it falls out of that range, you die. It's very simple. And so the body constantly has to work very hard to maintain that homeostatic pattern in the blood. Now the same thing is happening throughout the body in different ways and in different organs, different tissues. When we do the testing, what we're doing is we're sending stimuli. For example, I have two different machines that I use. One is called the SpectraVision, the other one is called the Zyto. What it does, it sends a virtual stimulus. It's an electromagnetic signature of a substance. It sends it through the hand and measures the body's response. Now, depending on how the body responds, gives me a lot of information. These are not diagnostic tools. We're not going to do some testing and say, oh, you have cancer, you have this, you have that. But it's going to tell me where the imbalances are showing up in your body. It's going to tell me where the stressors are, according to how the body responds to these stimuli. Now what it does is it sends a message through the acupuncture meridians. Now those of you who are not familiar with acupuncture meridians are the energy pathways of the body. It's where the energy flows throughout the system. And if there is a block in that energy flow, that's when you're going to start having some little subtle problem. You're going to notice some little problem. Either it can be any kind of symptom, any kind of message being sent by the body. When they do acupuncture, they're actually sticking a little needle into the place where the energy is blocked to release the flow of that energy throughout the body. What we're doing when we're testing is we're testing the different energy meridians, and we're checking to see how much energy is flowing through there. Is the energy low? Is the energy high? And can the body sustain that energy? So when we're doing the testing, we're looking specifically at those things. And when we check, we're checking on the initial visit, we're checking over 6,000 different virtual stimuli and seeing how the body responds and what information that it's giving, what it's giving me. It's like it's a way for me to be guided into finding out what's going on with you. It's like a compass. It points me in a certain direction, points me in a certain path so that I can see where it is we need to go. So when you come in, I look at your history, I talk to you, find out additional information, then we do the scanning, see what shows up there. And I look at all of this information together to get an idea of what is going on with you personally. It's always good when you first come in, if you have any blood work, if you can bring that. That's also a tool that can help point me in the right direction. Any other type of testing, be sure and let me know if you've been diagnosed with any particular disease, any medications that you're taking, any supplements that you're taking. All of this plays into the whole picture and helps me get a picture generally of what's going on with you and your body. Now, after we gather all of the information, so the first part is all information gathering. The second part is trying to come in and figure out what it is we can do to help the body come into balance. Now, the body is an amazing machine, and it knows how to self-regulate. It knows how to heal. For example, if you go and you get a horrible cut on your wrist, if you don't go to the doctor, if you don't do anything, what happens to that big wound? It heals. The body knows how to heal. It knows how to do that. What happens is if we get an overload of toxins, if our body isn't detoxifying properly, if it's not got the right kind of nutrition, which gives it the raw nutrients in order to do what it needs to do, if it doesn't have those things, then it gets out of balance. And so we're looking to see, do you have an overload of toxins, or is your body detoxifying? Are you deficient in any particular nutrient? Are you deficient in vitamins, minerals, enzymes, hormones? There's all kinds of things that you could be deficient in, and all kinds of things that could be toxic in your system. And so we're looking at all of those things together. And so when we do the balancing, what we're trying to see is, what is it that would assist your body the best in helping it come back into a state of homeostasis? When we do this, there are several different recommendations that might be given. Some of those are lifestyle related. Some of those could have to do with, making sure that you get enough sleep, making sure that you're exercising, that you're eating well. We also like to check food stressors to see, are there any particular foods that's causing a stress reaction in your body. We want to look at if you're getting enough water. Those are basic lifestyle things that could be influencing and having a major influence on your health and well-being. Then when I do the balancing also, I look at, are there particular supplements or recommendations that would be helpful to give your body either nutrients that it's deficient in, to help give the body the right message, to make a change, to make a shift. I use homeopathics, herbals, and nutritional supplements. Homeopathics, and I'll try to give you more information on this later, but homeopathics are designed on the theory of like cures like. For example, if you take Ipecac, that induces vomiting. If you take the homeopathic form of that, that actually helps with the symptoms of nausea and vomiting. Herbal formulas are used in a few different ways. Sometimes they're used as drainers and support for detoxification. They're also used for support to different organs, tissues, systems. And nutritional supplements are used in similar ways as herbals. Now, another thing that's good for you to let me know if you have a particular problem with taking liquids, if you have a problem taking pills, that's something to let me know at the beginning of your visit so that we can make sure that we target something that will work well for you. It's also important during your visit to always let me know if something else comes up that you forgot to mention earlier, if you have particular questions. Always make sure that you ask me or my assistants and make sure that all of your questions and answers are taken care of here. I look forward to working with you, and hopefully I'll be with you in a few minutes. Thank you.